Hello again. Today I want to address a common misconception that I think a lot of people have. Certainly a lot of people that I work with come to me with a lot of challenges around how to actually grow their impact-driven venture or to translate their story into some sort of purposeful project designed to make the world a better place. If that's you, if you have gone through some adversity or challenge or trauma in your life and you've felt called to transmute and alchemize and transform it into something of value that can bring a benefit to the world, but you're not sure how to do it, this is what I want to address today, because what works for one person may not necessarily be the path that you take to bring your vision into reality. You see a lot of experts and gurus and people on the internet talking about my blueprint for going from here to here, my strategy for going to 0 to 1 million or whatever it is, right? Like, there is a lot of fixation on what are the specific steps that I need to take and map them out one by one in order to do the same thing. But like I said before, the steps that they took might look very different to yours. And it's not about figuring out how to do it. It's about clarifying and articulating a vision, staying loyal to the vision, getting into a practice of impressing the vision onto your subconscious mind, because in so doing, what you're effectively creating are memories of a future that doesn't exist yet, which in turn starts to tap into your brain's neuroplasticity, and you start to create the same neural pathways as someone who has achieved that thing, right? And then you become more available to the ideas, to the thoughts, to the inspiration, to the intuitive impulses to influence you to take action in line with this vision, right? I think a lot of people get bogged down in finding the perfect strategy, right? But the truth is, if you just take someone's blueprint, apply it to your life, right? First of all, your background and experiences and expertise and the challenges and the curveballs that you'll be dealt with are going to be completely different to what that person did. Yes, it might offer you some guidance, some inspiration, but if you fixate on trying to find the perfect strategy, you'll never get started. You'll never get started, and you'll constantly be searching for perfection, consistently delaying starting the thing or building the thing, and end up going nowhere. So what I really want you to take away from this message today is really get clear on what you want your venture or your project or your impact-driven endeavor to look like. Get really super clear on that, and then get into a habit and a practice of visualizing, of using your imagination for you, because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So each time that you visualize and you get into the emotions, a lot of personal development leaders talk about acting as if, that's a very popular mantra and concept really brought to light by Neville Goddard, which is all about acting as if you already have achieved the thing. And what does that really do? It means that you start to step into the emotions and vibrations of someone who already has achieved the thing, and your emotions influence the actions that you take. So this isn't woo-woo. This isn't like, Pollyanna or, like kumbaya bullshit. Like, this is fundamentally an understanding of behavioral psychology, metaphysics, and like tapping into neuroscience and using your, the power of your brain to really, build new neural pathways associated with, or that replicate the neural pathways of someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve. So, I really want you to use this video as a reminder to accept that there are strategies out there that may be useful for some guidance. There might be some steps and some tips that you can learn from others, but I just am imploring you not to get fixated on doing exactly as they have done, because the way that your life and your business and your career is meant to unfold is going to be so distinctly different from every other person on this planet, right? So and just trust that it is working for you, that every single time that you've experienced a challenge, it's really designed to help you get clearer on what you do want. Every time you've experienced a problem or something that you don't prefer, it's helped you get clearer on your preferences, and that by getting started and just taking incremental steps towards your vision each and every day, getting into a habit of visualizing and just trusting the intuitions, the impulses, the shower thoughts, like, hey, maybe I should send a message to this person. Maybe I should try this for a marketing campaign, and really trusting those instincts. That is what in turn will help you build your own unique strategy for yourself. Steve Jobs put it very well. He said something along the lines of, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only trust that things are working out for you and connect the dots looking backward, right? Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing here, but effectively what he's trying to say is, no one knows the specific steps that they took along the way to get to where they are. It's only in hindsight can I look back and say, hey, like, I went from a very dark place where I was caught in a vicious cycle of substance abuse, where I was really shocked and traumatized by almost losing my father to suicide, by experiencing a lot of heartbreak, and really just trusting in the intuition and the ideas to use this experience and these circumstances a way for me to tap into greater levels of love and compassion and share that with others, and eventually build a community, and eventually reach out to other people, and eventually start pitching my idea and raising money and building a team, and just trusting in each step moving forward. And then in hindsight, now I can look back and say, I did this and I did this and I did this, and I reached out to this person, and I tried this thing and it failed, and then I realized that this strategy or campaign was the right one to do and to execute. And so then, in hindsight, you see all the people who have gone before you, who have done it, and they can say with conviction, this is how you do it. It's not how you do it, that's how they did it, right? So being able to just observe these things that you see on the internet and acknowledge that it's been shared through their lens, through their experience, which is always going to be distinctly different to yours, right, should give you some confidence in your own journey. Because if you just build a vision, you get super clear on what you want it to look like, how you want to feel, in consistently visualizing it and taking incremental steps forward towards it each and every day, making mistakes, learning from them, then in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, you can look back and say, hey, these were the steps that I took, right? Because you became available to the thoughts, to the ideas, that were presented to you as a result of the consistent connection and impression of the vision on your subconscious mind. So I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions, right, just about anything that I've shared, please sing out. I'm not holding anything back here. I'm really trying to be as forthright as I can with this information, and in the same way that I help clients out, I want to make sure that you have access to this, because it's really important not to get bogged down in strategies. I waited for such a long time, for over a year, before sharing what I was building with the world, because I was so fixated on finding the perfect strategy. It's not about finding the perfect strategy. It's about building a vision, staying loyal to the vision, getting clear on your why, taking steps towards it every single day, and trusting that life is working for you, which it always is. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for following along. Thank you for sticking with me for 10 minutes today. And I hope you have a really beautiful day or night ahead. Ciao.